for real. Outside of that, I had a reading request, but I didn't forget it. So today I decided I wanted to make a hat. I had a hat. It had a hole in it. It's something that I bought, so I decided I'm going to do it again. So anyway, I'm sitting here hitting it with the crochet. And so it brought me to this random thought moment. Technology, artificial intelligence versus human intelligence. This right here proves it. Now, human intelligence might be slow, but the energy is different. Period. Right? Could artificial intelligence have an understanding of creating these patterns without human intelligence already creating these patterns? No. If you are a millionaire, a billionaire today or tomorrow, and somebody decides to take it from you, can you make yourself a hat? Can you make yourself a sweater? If you got $1 million today and somebody walk up on you right now and say, I'm taking all that from you, it's gone. Your bank account on zero. Can you make yourself a hat? Can you make yourself a sweater? Can you make yourself some socks? Can you make your kids a sweater? Can you? No. You can't. This I just do for like pastime and for fun and for stress relief. But can you actually do it? These is literal, small, little insignificant things that count. If you take me out my glow for 15 minutes, can you stop me from having a hat? If you take me out my glow for 25 minutes, can you stop me from having a sweater? Can you? What is the difference between what I just created, this pattern I'm creating right now, and the pattern you spent $1.5 million on? There's no difference. It's just a brand. These are things that I realize. And again, I'm guilty of liking brands because sometimes I don't want to try to make anything, but I'm just simply stating. I'm not even that old. I've been doing this since I was like 15, 13, probably before that. But I'm just saying, this is for the rich mind to think. Now, the rich mind to think I will never be in this position. But most of the rich minds are controlled, so it's a probability that they could be in this position when they wake up. Or that position. When you become of a certain status, you get to chill. And you get to do stuff like this. Regular stuff. Like just regular boring ass stuff. Like not do your hair, do this. And it's okay. If you look at rich versus wealthy, or potentially wealthy, you're going to see that the potentially wealthy or the wealthy is in a natural state. Why? Because they have the time to tap into that particular energy and get into their natural state and reconnect. It's a time issue.
What thing?
You work 9 to 5. That's cool.
Oh, what?
You'll never... Most people working 9 to 5 is never really taking time out to see the sun unless it's scheduled. Versus somebody who's wealthy in heart, wealthy in mind, wealthy... It don't have nothing to do with status. It's an understanding of reality. Reality is if you have to tell me when I have time to spend under the sun, then I'm not wealthy. If you can tell me when I have time to cherish the moon, to cherish the sun, to cherish the stars, then you're not wealthy. This is what the super wealthy understand that the wealthy don't understand, that the millionaire don't understand, the thousandaire don't understand. This is what they don't understand. Now, most people say, oh, your channel not popping right now. That's why you're saying no. It has nothing to do with that because I'm going to tell you that whether my channel was popping or not. Right? It's come to a point where you have to reach a particular status in order to be able to appreciate just the natural. If you pay attention to those who are going to be potentially wealthy or those who are wealthy, they still retract and bounce back into their natural state. They have no other choice. They have no other choice because all has been experienced. Now, if most people realize that in the lower classes of reality, which I don't really, I don't label, or the middle classes of reality, which I don't agree with that label either. Everybody has tapped into their natural state in some degree. is a lower class, and this don't have nothing to do with nationality, creed, or religion. Is a low. What is that? That's a mindset. What is middle class? That's a mindset. It's a mindset. Wealthy is a mindset. Rich is a mindset. It's all a mindset. I know people who don't have nothing that know they're rich, and so they become rich. I know people that are wealthy, and because they lost a couple of thousand or they lost a couple of million, they felt like, oh, this is poverty. I'm impoverished. And so they become poor. So it's a mindset thing. So in my reality right now, what Sky experiences is this. My mindset is different. And so in all circumstances, I maintain a particular mindset in reference to what wealth is. People have to understand that if wealth becomes money, and society creates and says wealth is digital currency, I'll dive into money. I'll dive into digital currency, but it's going to remind me that wealth is still the people who hold natural resources. Period. If I own your food, then I'm wealthy. If I can control how your air affects you, then I am wealthy, right? If I can control your weather, your climate, then I am wealthy, right? If I can send millions out to go to war for me and hide in a bunker, then I am wealthy. So we have to think about stuff like that. And this all comes from just, sitting here, kicking it, making a hat. People have to understand a wealthy mindset versus a rich mindset versus a middle class mindset versus a poverty mindset. Poverty mindset states that, is a I can't. That does not exist in reality. It's something that's placed in reality, right? And then you have the middle class concept, which is I'm going to work. When you're working, you're making the wealthy wealthy. Okay, and then you have the wealthy mindset. I got all of this money. I could buy anything I want. And I'm guilty of this. I could buy anything I want. I could go anywhere I want. In reality, I can literally get up and go anywhere I want. I can go get a passport right now and go. In reality, even though I choose not to, these things can take place in reality. The wealthy make the super wealthy super wealthy. The super wealthy gets to experience real reality. And the super wealthy is controlling your reality. Oh, I'm not A1 day one on the list because I don't have a pair of Balenciagas. Balenciaga got way more money than you because your wealthy ass went to the store to buy Balenciagas. Your wealthy ass went to the store and I'm guilty of this. Let's not get it twisted. I am guilty of it. So that's why I can speak of it, because I'm guilty of it. This is what those who are guilty of it skip. Most of the people that are guilty of it is going to tell you that you're less than because you didn't, or because you can't, or because you won't, or because you choose not to. At the end of the day, what does it mean? If Balenciaga put a tag on this same stitch right here, it's some millionaire that's going to feel like he better than me because he went and bought Balenciaga with the same exact stitch that I'm sitting in the house making right now in the kitchen. So, don't think my mindset is off, because it's not. And they're going to say, oh, that's a poverty mindset. Your mindset is not based off the brands that you wear. And I like name brands, so let's not get it twisted. I like name brands. I like to go shopping. I like nice stuff. I like name brand cars. All of that good shit. And so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, if the cookie crumble, I understand something. And this is why I get spanked sometimes. There's things that I understand. I understand that if any one of these brands create this same stitch right now, put their tag on it, everybody gonna think they more superior that got it. No, because I can go in the house and still make the same thing. And don't spend that same kind of money. I don't have to spend $2,000 on that hat with that tag when I can spend $2,000 and make it match. How do I know? Because there has been a time where I bought a bag, a couple of racks, and had Shorty pull up next to me with the same type of bag and it wasn't even authentic. I still like the authentic bag and I'm so guilty of that, but it just let me know that it can happen. It goes down like that. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces, it is me, NBT Sky. Smooches.